Good afternoon, Year 4 and Year 5. I say afternoon, it's afternoon where I am. It might not be afternoon where you are. Only a short video from me today, and I'm combining both classes together today because I'm saying pretty much the same things to both of you. You were absolutely fantastic in the last session. You gave me some brilliant ideas to fit together some pieces of music. The first one that I've actually really worked on is what I've dubbed the sunbathing song. And in the same way that sometimes you can write up your notes on a computer, you're using what we call a word processor, that's typing your words into a computer, you could do the same thing with music. So I have typed all your musical ideas up neat onto the computer and printed off. There's still some changes I need to make there. As you can see, I've written in pencil a little bit, but it's done. We'll change a bit of it maybe later on, but it's on the computer. That's excellent. That's your daydreaming song. I will send you a separate recording of that so you can practice and have a go before the next time I'm in. We worked on your daydreaming song. We worked on your scary song. Do you remember how that went? So it kind of went, the tree is flaky. The tree is all those amazing little things that you came up with there. Do you remember what the compositional parameters were for that? Can you say compositional parameters for me? Go! Excellent. Maybe Miss or whoever's playing the video can pause it now and maybe they can take some hands up and see if you remember what the two main compositional parameters were for that bit. Let's pause the video now. Good. Did you get them? They were articulation and dynamics. Did you get those, boys and girls? And what ones did we use? For articulation, it was spiky, and for dynamics, it was quiet. And those are the two parameters that we used there. Well done. We'll be working more on that song the next time I'm in. There was also your fantastic football song. Do you remember? So there's a fantastic football song. Again, I'm going to make a little recording of that and I will send it over to you so you can maybe have a practice if you have some time. What I'd like to do today though is ask of you is two separate little tasks for Year 5 and Year 4. Year 5, we wrote this song which I really like, really in the start of our first session. God, evil God, that's the wrong one. Silly me. Golden evil God with an ancient spear. 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 Something like that. I haven't got the music in front of me. But it was really cool. The thing is that I'm curious about, and that I think would make that song really good, is an explanation of why that song exists. Because we know, I know, and you know, that came from your classroom when you were studying the Greeks. Greece is the word. It was an excellent topic and really exciting. But I think an audience, if they didn't know you, might not know that story. And I want you to explain to me how that came about. Now, this writing is very different from lyric writing. We don't have to write in rhymes and in a meter, so in a pattern or a rhythm. We just have to write a really nice short little bit of writing about our topic that's really clear to someone who doesn't know much about it what it is. That's task 1 for Year 5. Task 2 for Year 5 is, imagine you had to stage, that means direct and act, that song in your school about the mythical flower and the ancient god and about ancient Greece. Where would you put it? Where would your idea for it be? Where would you put it on in school? And why? And can you use your imagination to explain how that would happen? So you are going to direct that for me. You are going to decide, maybe I want to put it in a corridor, because the corridors are long, like a long battlefield in ancient Greece. Or maybe you want to put it at the far end of the playing field, where lots of things are growing, the mythical flowers perhaps that existed in ancient Greece. have a go. Maybe Year 5 can split into 2 groups. One can take that first task about the explanation of the topic, and the second group can be really creative and think about where that could be performed. Split into 2 groups, or maybe even 4, and we can do it between ourselves. I'll let teachers decide on that. Now, Year 4, Year 5 have already got their kind of classroom song about ancient Greece, but we don't quite have a song about our classroom, do we? Now, you may think you don't actually, but in the first session, I wrote this little song, which I've never shared with you before. It goes a little like this. If I can find it. There we go. It goes like this. Fred the skeleton is good at coordinates, but he's not very magical. Fred the skeleton helps us to follow the rules. Fred the skeleton is good at coordinates, but he's not very magical. Fred the skeleton helps us to follow the rules. It's a cool song. I really like it. The thing is, I want to know more about your classroom, Year 4. I want to know, does Fred the Skeleton help you follow the rules? Is that a true thing or not? And if it doesn't matter if it's not true, because it's really exciting and really interesting, and makes me think of your classroom with all these things, all these skeletons and things on the wall coming to life and telling interesting stories. So Year 4, maybe in your tables and small groups, you can come up with little ideas bringing to life your classroom. Thank you very much, boys and girls. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday next week. I know it's going to be a really good one. Enjoy yourselves until then. Bye-bye.